Elaine, how you doing? Thanks for including your proposal for the 2022 Olympics. But one thing I want to mention is that this is Winter Olympics, so Los Angeles won't work. So you're going to have to consider selecting a new city that would be able to accommodate a winter event. You know, someplace with, preferably with the climate that can accommodate a winter event. So definitely Los Angeles is out on this one. I think you did a good job setting up your report, but there's a couple of things I want to mention. Okay, things like this, Olympics, that word needs to be capitalized. There's a couple of other words that I think Disney, that's a that's a proper name that needs to be capitalized. One of the problems that I'm seeing here is that you're starting to kind of tie this into Disney too much. So it's almost like a Disney event that is using the Olympics for advertising. We don't want to do that. We want to keep this really, really isolated to there's another, Los Angeles needs to be capitalized. So what I would recommend is selecting a new city and writing a new report. Now, in the new report, there's a few things I'd like you to take into consideration in your research. Okay, so I can see right here that you don't have any research citations, and this project does require research. So using research and showing your citations, I want you to expose things like this. Okay, talk about the weather of the location. Okay, is the weather able to accommodate a winter event? Talk about the venues. Okay, let's say we're talking about, let's say Reykjavik, Iceland. And so you talk about the weather. Is the weather able to accommodate the Winter Olympics? Are there enough venues in that specific location to hold the events? And if not, will they be built? And if they are built, what kind of carbon footprint do they leave? And what would be the plan for using them once the Olympics leaves the location? Is there enough hotel rooms available for the millions of people that will converge on the location now? And it would be assumed that not only would it be the host city, but it would be neighboring cities that would be accommodating these many hundreds of thousands or millions of people that would converge on the city, including the 10,000 or so athletes that would be participating in the games. The Olympic Village itself would be close to the main venue, so it would be like if it was held in Denver, it would be somewhere near downtown, where the main area where all the athletes stay. As we know, in the Olympics, athletes stay together. So is there enough of an area, are there enough hotel rooms available in the immediate area to house the number of athletes that would be participating? Also, talk about hotel rooms and accommodations available for all of the guests, families, spectators, foreign diplomats, politicians, etc. And where will they all stay? And is the location able to accommodate that? And of course, this all has to be backed with research. So talk about the nightlife. Is there enough restaurants? Is there enough nightlife available for the people that will converge on a city? This is always why Olympic events, Winter Olympic and Summer Olympic events are held in pretty major cities. Because you want to have enough restaurants and entertainment available for people who are interested in nightlife. I really want you to talk about the cultural heritage, rich cultural heritage. You talked about that a little bit, introducing the Olympics, saying that it's a good way for the world to get to know the host countries' indigenous peoples and their rich cultural heritage. So that's a good job there. I want you to expound on that a little bit. Talk about environmental sustainability, social issues and equality. Talk about communication infrastructure. Talk about the political climate. So your host city has to, is it a political hotbed? Is there any potential for military escalation during or before or after the event? It's really very important. Are there enough hospitals? Are there enough clinics available for the number of people that might need emergency service or medical services while they're there? Natural disasters. Is the area prone to natural disasters? Pollution. Is there too much pollution in the area? And again, does the weather and altitude accommodate the event? Okay, so again, Los Angeles is out because this is for Winter Olympics, not Olympics. So Los Angeles is out. So I also I'm going to bring you over here. I want to bring you right over here. Okay, so see this? Remember this right here? This is our announcement. I'm going to open that up because I want to show you something. Okay, so while this is opening, we'll just say, I've got this right here. This is example of a final project for the class, and read this real quick before you open that because it's a disclaimer for academic integrity. Basically, it says you're not allowed to copy and paste, but it's a locked PDF. But it's just a disclaimer, so to speak. Then considerations for the winter Olympic host city, and I give 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 paragraphs about things that you really should be considering, as well as I give 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good resources for you to start your research and really start developing a good, solid plan. Now, don't forget, this is research, okay? So you have to show your research, and you have to show your citations so that we know that you've researched everything here, okay? So if you have any questions, now you don't have to, I mean, you got your basic stuff in this week, so that's fine. You don't have to resubmit anything this week. I mean, you've done your work, so that's good. But I will say that definitely have to make these adjustments for your final submission, indicating that Los Angeles is not going to be your final choice, and that the final choice would be able to accommodate a winter event. All right, awesome. Thanks very much, man. Hey, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a holler. I'll be glad to clarify anything that might not be specifically clear to you at this point. Okay, thanks, Lane.